37. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskritam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaivam Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
To Jayamudire
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Shishyapradayesu Svabhadesu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavadirnaistiti
Bhaktivan Nimnaitati
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all the devotees. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, text number 37. Please repeat behind me. Iti laṅghita-maryādaṁ
Iti laṅghita-maryādaṁ
takṣakaḥ saptame hani
Takṣakaḥ saptame viti
daṅkṣyati sma kulāṅgāraṁ
daṅkṣyati sma kulāṅgāraṁ
codito me tata-druham
tata-druham
iti laṅghito-maryādaṁ
iti laṅghita-maryādaṁ
takṣakaḥ saptame hani
Takṣakaḥ saptame hani
daṅkṣyati sma kulāṅgāraṁ
Dandasi sama kulāṅgāraṁ
codito me tata-druham
codito tata
iti laṅghita-maryādaṁ
iti
laṅghita-maryādaṁ
takṣakaḥ saptame hani
Takṣakaḥ saptame hani
daṅkṣyati sma kulāṅgāraṁ
daṅkṣyati sama kulāṅgāraṁ
codito me tata-druham.
codito me tata-druham.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Iti,
Iti
thus,
das
laṅghita,
Sangita
tarpasi,
Tapasing
maryādam,
Maryada
eti, takṣakaḥ,
Takṣakaḥ
snake bird,
Snake words
saptami, on the seventh,
on the sun
ahani, day, daṅkṣyati,
Daṅkṣyati
will bite,
will buy
will
sma,
small
certainly,
certainly
kulāṅgāraṁ,
kulāṅgāraṁ
the wretched of the dynasty,
the wretched of the dynasty
coditaḥ, having done,
having done
me, my,
my
tata-druham,
tata-druham
enmity towards the father.
enmity towards the father.
Translation: Purport by His Divinity Abhay Charana with A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: Please repeat behind me. The brahmana's son
Brahmana's son
cursed the king thus
cursed the king thus
on the seventh day
on the seventh day
from today.
from today
A snake bird will
a
a
snake
snake bird will
bite the
bite the
most wretched on that of one of that dynasty,
most richest one of the dynasty.
Mahārāja Parīkṣit.
Mahārāja
Mahārāja Parīkṣit.
Because of his
Because of his
having broken the laws
having broken the laws
of ethic
of
by insulting my father.
by
by insulting my father.
Purport: Thus, the beginning of the misuse of brahmanical power began, and gradually the brahmanas in the age of Kali became devoid of both brahmanical powers and culture. The brahmana boy considered Mahārāja Parīkṣit to be kulāṅgāra, or the wretched of the dynasty. But factually, the brahmana boy himself was so because only from him did the brahmana caste become powerless. Like the snake whose poison teeth are broken, the snake is fearful as long as his poison teeth are there. Otherwise, he is fearful only to children. The personality of Kali conquered the brahmana boy first, and gradually the other caste. Thus, the whole scientific system of the orders of society in this age has assumed the form of a vitiated caste system, which is now being uprooted by another class of men similarly influenced by the age of Kali. One should see it to the root cause of vitiation and not try to condemn the system as it is without knowledge of its scientific value. Oh, that's the thing. So in this sloka, it is discussed about the Brahmana by how he cursed the Parīkṣit Maharaj. So he is cursing. So yesterday we saw he touched the river in the water, and he started cursing the Parīkṣit Maharaj. So how he is cursing? On the 7th day from today, a snake bat will bite the wretched one of that to say dynasty. So he is saying that he is one of the wretched means is merciless person. That person will bite that person like that, who don't have the ethics. So he is talking about since his Mahārāja Parīkṣit disrespected his father by garlanding his dead snake, he is telling that this boy was the small boy. He was telling that this man Parīkṣit Maharaj, he broken the laws of ethics. Laws of ethics in the sense the upper class people, the Brahmana should be given the proper respect. This Mahārāja Parīkṣit did not give the respect. So because he insulted that is the way he insulted my father. So because of that, he is cursing, let him die. From the 7th day from today, the snake bird will come and bite and he will die. This is the most, because somebody doing the small mistake. So the government law, if somebody beaten somebody or disrespected somebody, there is no laws that you can go and government will punish. Even in the material life also, the government won't give punishment like a life punishment or a death punishment to the person. It will give some punishment like some 1 or 2 months you need to be in the jail, like that they will give. But this Brahmana boy, because of his puffed up way of Brahminical culture, Brahminical power, he had the power, and he is the childish way, he cursed this Mahārāja Parīkṣit without understanding the consequences. And also, Mahārāja Parīkṣit, he is a king of the province, he is the topmost person of the province. And also, he is following all the ethics and all the ethics in the system, and he is the Varnashrama who the Lord prepared the Varnashrama system. That system was established properly, it was functioning properly because of Mahārāja Parīkṣit. And this boy, and all since Mahārāja Parīkṣit is the devotee of the Lord, and he is always aligned with the Dharma. So he is not going against the Dharma. He is always religioustic and who is going what is Dharma, what is law, he is following that only. And this situation, since it is this situation made by the Lord, the arrangement of the Lord, he put a dead garland on the sage's neck, the shoulder of the sage. But this is arrangement of the Lord. But even though he's supposed to give the punishment for this Parīkṣit Maharaj, he can get the forgiveness from the sage, or he can give any other punishment kind of, or any other he can compensate with, because now also in the current situation, if you see, if anybody did a disobedient or disrespected the other caste of people, they will give the impersonation, they will give the court will give the punishment like you will go for imprisonment or you will need to pay this much amount of fine so that you will be relieved from that. So in that way, this could have handled in that way. So that Mahārāja Parīkṣit also saved from this. So if Mahārāja Parīkṣit saved from this curse, like the way he compensated with so much of cows to this rishi and get the forgiveness and take and do the full dandavat in front of the rishi, that kind of activities could have done as a counteract or as a compensation towards this the insult. But what this boy did, he gave the curse the Mahārāja Parīkṣit because of his brahminical power and puffed up with his power, brahminical culture, and he thought the Mahārāja Parīkṣit is the lower caste fellow. He's supposed to give the respect. He broke the law of ethics. That's the reason he was thinking that he can give the punishment. Since Krishna is not there in this material world, he disappears from this material world. He can give the punishment to anybody. So he gave the punishment of his own, the childish way. A death punishment is given to the pious king. So once the pious king go off from this material world, what will happen? There will be a chaos in the society, and because the Kali he gave the way to enter the Kali into the society through the Brahmana boy. And the Kali entered to the society, and all the abominable activities are started in the society. It's a degradation society started from the society, started in the society, and it is degradation started from the Brahmana caste itself. It is started, and there are some atheistic people. The atheistic people means who are not accepting the existence of the Lord. They are against the Lord. They say that there is no Lord, there is no God. Like that they will say. So those people, they are calling themselves as the rational thinking people. Rational thinking means, so they are, whatever the thing, they will understand and they will give the knowledge. That is the rational thinking. Rational thinking means they will get into the deep and they will give the knowledge about that. So they are thinking themselves, they are telling themselves as a rational thinkers, but they are the topmost fools in this world because they are not accepting the God's existence. So how can we accept the God existence? So they will say, the atheist will say, if your God is there, show me the God. Why God is doing all this? If the God is there, why he is not saving the people? Why he is killing the people? Why is the accident is happening? Why the earthquake is happening? When the pandemic is happening, why the God is not coming and save these people? Like that he will ask. So we need to say that, my dear sir, God is not your order carrier first. He is supposed to be and work under the Lord. Your position is servant of the Lord. But God is not our order carrier. So when and where he will ask, he will come and he will show his presence. It is not necessary. What is your quality? First we need to qualify to see the God. First of all, we are very limited. Our vision is very limited. For example, we can't see our face. We can see our face through other medium. We can see our face through the mirror. We can't see our own face. We can see his other face, but we can't see our own face. We can't see our back. And our hands, we can't fold in the back side. Our legs, we can't hold in the front side. So our body also have them limitations. We can't go beyond that. You are limited. Since you are limited, how can you imagine about the unlimited? So for example, Prabhupada gives the example like, you are tied up with a rope of 3 modes of nature. So if you wanted to release from yourself, there should be a person who are not tied up by the rope. That person only can come and relieve you from the knots of the 3 modes of nature. So that person is the Supreme Lord. So how can we understand the Supreme Lord, his presence? So Lord himself is saying in Bhagavad Gita that I am all the I am there in the everything. I am there everywhere. So he is impersonal way. He is there in every living entities, every non-living things. Everywhere he is there. Aham sarvaisya prabho. So I am there in everything. That's what Krishna is saying there. So living thing also, non-living thing also, Lord is there in everything. Yes, each and every atom, Lord is there. So how can we understand? In that we know that there is a anu. We'll call it as atom. The atom, our scientists will say three things are there: electron, proton, and neutron. And there is a scientist, Newton. He told Newton laws, the very famous laws we would have studied in the schools, Newton's law. So there is a law, Newton's law. The first law is the object, any object cannot move by itself without an external force. So this is the first Newton law. So how can we understand? How can we understand that? If there is an object, my chair is there, it won't move up its own. Some force, wind should be there, and somebody push the chair, then only the chair will move from one place to another place. That means there should be an external force, then only it will move from one place to another place. And now you come to the atom. So if you see inside of the atom, there are three things will be there. As per the scientists, they will say that electron, proton, and neutron. So they will say the neutron and the proton, they are inside. The electron is roaming, circumambulating the proton and neutron. So it is in even the small atom. Atom is very minute thing. Anu. In that also, these three things are there. In the electron is rotating. And in the circular way, in the proper circular way, it is rotating. In a proper circle, it is not going here and there. It is a correct, perfect circle. It is circumambulating the neutron and proton. The electron is rotating. How it is rotating? Why it is rotating? And who is, yes, as per the Newton law, without the external force, nothing can move. But how this electron is moving within this atom? What is the external force? Scientists don't have the answer. Without the external answer, they come to the conclusion that they understood that without the external force, the object cannot be moved from one place to another place. So object means we are seeing whatever we are seeing, this is all object. But if you get into the atom level, in the atom level also, inside of the atom, it is happening, something is moving. Then what is the force behind that? So that force is Lord's force, that is Lord, that is God force. So, and Krishna himself is saying that I am there in everything. And I am the taste of the water. He is saying that I am taste of the water. I am the ability of the men. So everything. I am the sun, I am the moon. So everything is Krishna saying, I am there everywhere. By seeing everything, you can understand me, you can see me. And first of all, we need to qualify ourselves to see the Lord. What is the qualification? We need to be a devotee of the Lord. If you are a pure devotee of the Lord, we can see the Lord in front of us. Because Lord is everywhere. He himself is saying, I am there everywhere. But why we are not able to see? Because we are not yet qualified to see them. So immediately then atheist will say, then how can you make your qualification to see the Lord? So you have to make a qualification. For example, there are a lot of microorganisms are roaming in front of us. In our body itself, there are a lot of microorganisms is there. So if you see somebody, then you will call that person, okay, see, this is Sandeep Prabhu, this is Prabhagar Prabhu, like that you will say. But in Sandeep Prabhu body or in Prabhagar Prabhu body or all of our body, there are millions of microorganisms are living. Are we able to see them? Millions of microorganisms are, it is there in the body. One person's body, it is there, millions of microorganisms are there. In my body also there, your body also there, everybody body also there. But we are not calling we are not going to see, we are not seeing them each and everything. Why we are not able to see? Because our eyes vision is limited. And we are seeing the sun. So sun is like a small plate from here to we are seeing. So is it a small plate? No, sun is more 400 times bigger than this earth. That's what they are, as per our scientists, they are saying that it is 400 times bigger than our earth. But it is from here we are saying it is a small plate. So our vision, it is giving an illusionary way. Our vision is not limited. Our vision is limited. So with the limited vision, we can't see the Lord. So for that, we need special vision. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gave the special vision to Arjuna to see his Virat Rupa. That is Shastra Sakshu. That means we need to see Krishna through the Shastras. So what Shastra is saying, if you follow that, definitely you can see Krishna. And even if you are able to see, if you want to see the coronavirus, we can't see the coronavirus. Everybody so told, we accept it. Okay. We also accepted. The scientists told the coronavirus came, it is spreading here and there. So it is affecting the people. But nobody sees. Anybody saw there's a coronavirus? Scientists put some photo. The microscope, we saw coronavirus is like a ball, but all over the places, it has a thorn kind of. That is the reason it is spreading easily and it is catching hold of the people. All those stories they told. Then we also comfortably we accepted that. So because why? Because scientists, they are the authorities. They know. They know everything. That's we are thinking that they know everything because whatever they are saying that should be true. So we accepted the coronavirus like that. But we never saw. Similarly, see if it is there is a street, in that there is a dog in the corner, in the first entrance of the street. All the if you imagine that there are some 20-25 houses are there in the street. In the first house, there is a thief came. One of the thief came into the first house. The dog saw the thief in the first house. Immediately the dog started barking in the first house. So if you assume that all the 25 houses, there are each and every house, they have the dog. What will happen? The first dog barked, immediately the next house dog also it will start the barking. And all the houses, it will continue by hearing the next house dog. All the 25 house dogs also bark at the same time. But who saw the thief? Only the first house dog, first house dog saw the thief, not all the other houses. But from the second house onwards, it has it heard the barking sound of a first house. Then in their language, they understood that somebody entered the house. Some foreign people, outside people entered the house. Some thief entered the house. So the dog started barking. So we need to alert the owner. So the similar way, all the 25 houses dogs bark, but all the remaining 24 houses dog never saw the thief. But it has the confidence on the first house dog, so it followed that. Similar way, we are also blindly accepting whatever the scientists are saying. Scientists saying, there's a coronavirus. Today, coronavirus, where is the coronavirus? We took the vacation, it went out of this material world. Like that only people are thinking, right? Scientists, 6 months, they made a coronavirus came, first wave came, second wave came, third wave came, fourth wave came. There are there are so many things. They did all the businesses and everything. It became a medical scam. Then finally, it is stopped now. But now, where is the coronavirus? Coronavirus still there exists in this. But our body is accepted that coronavirus. That's what scientists are saying. Okay, we also accepted that. But if somebody is saying existence of the God, see, scientists are saying we are accepting coronavirus, but we never saw. But if you are somebody, the pure devotee of the Lord, and the scriptures are saying Lord's existence, Lord is everywhere, we are not ready to accept. So this is our foolishness. This is not a rational thinking. This is a foolishness. Because we are accepting a scientist who are all limited, who are the limited knowledge. We are accepting that person. But Lord himself came, who is unlimited. He himself came and he gave the knowledge. We are not accepting that. So there is no loss for Lord if you are not accepting the Lord. You will be here in this material world, remain in this material world until unless you understand about the Lord, you got the God realization. Until unless you are not getting that, You will be remain in this world, take birth again and again and again and again. You will be remain in this world only. And since you are a atheistic behavior, atheistic understanding, the people who are having the atheistic behavior, atheistic understanding, who are defaming the Lord, even for them also, even they are talking about the Lord's names. Hey, where is your Rama? Where is your Krishna? Like that, they are jokingly they are speaking. That also Lord will take us. Okay, this person take one name. Maybe he may be taking the wrong way, falsely way, but to defame me. But still, he took the name. So his Lord won't take that defaming me. He take at least this person took my name. So he'll give that pious credit, small pious credit to that person, even though he's a atheistic person. Why then people will ask why the Lord is only take care of the devotees. They should why Lord is taking care of all the people, even though. Because Lord is the supreme father for all of us. The father, see, if one of the son may be a mentally affected person. So the father won't, even though that mentally affected son, he will beat the father, he will throw the food on the face of the father. But the father won't get angry. Why? He knows that he is mentally affected. The father knows that small boy is mentally affected. So he will act in that way only. So, but it is my duty to take care of them. I am not mentally affected, but it is my duty. I know he is my son. So it is my duty to take care of that person. The similar way, this mentally affected sons are, the atheistic people are the son of the God, mentally affected sons of the God. So Lord will take care of them also. But if the people are going abominable way, the Lord will give the treatment also. How he will treat the treatment? He will give the next birth, he will give in the lower planetary system. They will go to the lower planetary system and they will go off from there only. If they go off in the sense, they will be remain in the lower planetary system until unless they will get the tinge of God realization. So, as long as we are not realizing the God, we will remain in this material world. Continuously, we will remain in this material. We will take birth again and again and again. But if you follow the atheist, you will remain in this world, or you will go down to this other lower planetary systems. But if you are following the devotees of the Lord, pure devotees of the Lord, they will take you to the next level. They take you to go back to Gaudiya. They will take you to the spiritual world itself. So we are calling ourselves devotees. Why we are calling ourselves devotees? Because we always we should think positive. We should not think negative. So whenever we are thinking negative, it is degrading ourselves. It is pull ourselves towards downwards only. That's the reason even though the materialist people will say that you need to always think positive, you need to speak positive. And even though spirituality also will say that think positive, be positive always. Then only because whatever our thinkings, it will make us one day. So if that's the reason even though we are not qualified to become a devotee, we are calling ourselves as a devotee, so that one day we can also become a devotee of the Lord. So the conclusion of this today's sloka is the Brahmana boy, the scientist way he cursed the Parīkṣit Maharaj, within 7 days with a snake bite, he will die. And what is the takeaway? So the person who is not, so the rational thinking, the people who are calling themselves as the rational thinkers, they are the demons who are not accepting the God's existence because of their laziness, because they are not ready to read the scriptures, they are not ready to hear the pure devotees of the Lord. They just think that he contemplated something, and the other atheist person, he spoke something, so they are absorbed from that and they are just following blindly. They never saw the other side of the coin at all. So that is the reason they are not ready to accept the existence of the God, atheistic people. So what we need to do, we understand the God and we realize we are getting the realization, we can see the God, we want to see the God. So we need to make ourselves qualify for that. So how we can make ourselves qualify? Daily, morning, once we wake up, in the Western countries, they are saying that it is affirmation. We need to keep the affirmation. Once you wake up, you need to be think positive and you need to be right. whatever you want. In the material way, they will say, I am healthy, I am very active, so I am thinking positive. So these are all the affirmations they will write. So it is scientifically proven. So if you morning, once you wake up immediately, if you read these positive things, some 10 points, and before going to bed, if you read the 10 points, it will affect your consciousness, and one day it will keep you in that mood only. The whole day it will keep you in the positive mood only, and it will take you towards positive. Because once you wake up, that is in the morning itself, the brahmaṇa, it's saying that there is a brahmaṇa, it will open for 5 minutes, it will open. Once you wake up immediately, because since you are laid down in the whole night, once you wake up immediately, the 5 minutes it is open, the brahmaṇa here. So that time, whatever you are thinking, you will become that only. So that's the reason, once you wake up in the morning, immediately you need to connect with the Lord, you need to think about the Lord, so that you can go to the Lord spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavana. So please, that's the reason we are morning itself, once you wake up, we took bath, and immediately we are sitting and we are chanting and we are hearing about the Lord, so that we will connect to the Lord easily. So this is also the scientific way, the knowledge, whatever Krishna gave and the acharyas gave, is a scientific way of connecting with the Lord. So it is not a by somebody told, it's not a story, and it's not a superstitious. It's a scientific proven way to attain the God consciousness. So please continue this, continuous whatever we are doing, chanting and hearing about, discussing about Bhagavatam. Please continue this, so that you will also attain the God realization one day. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.